Alright guys, Jackzer here. Today we're back with another GT3 video. We are going to be out on Monza combined. Really looking forward to this. This was actually one of the first GT3 tracks I tried once I got on my GT3 spree. So let's try and keep it all steady and fun and handy. And pray, you know. I'm in a pretty high skilled lobby here. These guys are bunching up hella tight. So wish me luck guys. Pray for me in chat. No F's in chat. And yeah, let's go have a wild run. This is the banked track, so this has banking on it, which is just insane. We're away, guys. Let's rock and roll. You shout out to all the new subs to the channel. You guys are absolute legends. This is all looking a bit tight. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing, as I'd love to have you around. And I'll send you a pint of Guinness in an envelope. Can't send a glass, you know yourself. Up onto the banking for the first time. Oh, by the way, if you guys are interested, I am running a GT3 league soon, so applications will be taken in my Discord, and there will be prizes. I won't say what the prizes are, but let's just say SimMagic is titling the league, so... Everything looks kind of okay at the moment. Nothing looks too shabby, per se. No yellow flags. Let's have a little look, little glook up ahead. We're all alright. Everyone here is pretty quick. Like, I'm flat out and there's people still getting away. Like, all we've done is just put our foot down here. Let's wait until we get into the more technical bits. We're still in the draft, so that's good. But the guy ahead of us is in the draft. The guy ahead of him is in the draft. The guy ahead of him is in the draft. The guy ahead of him is in the draft. That guy ahead of him is kind of weaving. Oh! Oh, let's push, push, push. What an opportunity. How did that even arise? How did that even arouse? Uh-oh. Nice. Nice. What a disaster. I saw that guy coming. I was like, carry on. If you're gonna do it, follow through. Do the whole thing. Right. Can I get a little VAMOS? Vamos. These guys are going in side by side into this corner, which may make an opportunity. Thank God I didn't hit that guy. Tensole racing the GT3s are. So a lot of you guys have been giving me great feedback, and do continue to give me more feedback in the comments. That's really, really valuable. So I've been told to really look out for the tire temperatures of this car, because tire temps are fairly crucial from what I've heard. So not excessively dipping into ABS, not overusing the tires on braking, trying to be mindful on throttle, on corner exit, I guess. Is this a move? Yeah, go on, it's a move. Oh, that guy's missing his front bumper. That's going to hurt him on the straights. But we don't have draft. Got to catch up to this dude. He's 3.9k. No! I can't imagine what it takes to get 4k in GT3. A lot of skill, that's what. Alejandro's missing his bumper. He probably has no idea. Or maybe he saw it flying off. Yo, his front end's kind of a bit jonky with that. I wonder what position we're in. We're going to cross the line now, and all the positions are going to start to update, which is sick. We're 1 second away from Eduardo. Hopefully, come on, the draft has to be lit here. We're doing 250k. 0.9, guys. 0.9 confirmed. And he doesn't have the draft ahead. At least we're closer to him. Oh, I'm going to stay down here because I want his draft. Come on, drafty. Come on, drafty. Looking forward to the old SimMagic Evo bases that are going to be coming out soon. If any of you guys have pre-ordered one, let me know down below. And if you did, which one? Yeah, I'm very interested to see what they're like out in the wild. What you all think. We're at 0.6 now. We are catching up big time. Doesn't look like it, but we are making moves on this dude. Look at me catching a 4K guy. Simples. Okay. We're getting close. The problem is I'm going to be able to catch him. I don't think I can go wheel-to-wheel combat with him. But we will try. We will try. Do you know what I need to do with this dude? Give him a bump draft. Shame we're going into the technical section now, but you know, I'm just going to try stick with this guy, and I'll give him a bump draft then on the faster bits. If I can stick with him, actually, that's the main thing. These guys look like they're all getting squirmy, so we're after gaining a second to the cars ahead. Amazing. Back in the pack. Back in the pack on the attack. God, I've missed making videos. Sorry, I've been a bit quiet, guys. Let me know how you're all doing. Literally pause the video and go down there. All the regulars, you know who I'm talking about. Go down there and let me know how you're doing. I hope you're having a good week. It's only Tuesday, so anything's possible. But yeah, I've been wrapping up some stuff for university and kind of assignments and some work stuff that I was doing. So nice to have some free time again after tying up all that stuff. I do have to do some other stuff which involves tearing down a website and getting it back up, and I'm currently halfway through that, so there's currently a dead website out there somewhere that's waiting on your boy to finish it, so that has to be done as well. But I was waiting for the tracks to change. We have the Ferraris out here in Monza, we got the GT3s on Road America. How fun is all that? Let's try and execute this lovely, because we want to stay in the draft of these boys. Woo! Someone's saying let's work together. Nice. Whoever chose this combo is an absolute G. The Ferrari GT3s and the Monza combined is just 10 out of 10. Quite the melange, which is the French word for mix, I think, of GT3 cars going on here in skill rating. We got 3.9k, 2.5k, 1.9k, 2.4k me. And everyone's just changing places. No surprise though, the 4K guy has found his way to the front of this little pack, so it only makes sense. I wonder now, is that Ferrari going to push behind? There's another car we can't see. That's actually P9 at the top of that pack there, so let's see what happens here. Oh, he's going for the move, and I think he's going to want to push from the car behind. Let's get close and pick up the pieces. Let's wait until all the tiers are out, and we'll just slip on by. A little bit of aquaplaning on their tiers. Aquaplaning on tiers. That's a good one. That is a good one, guys. Push. Uh-oh. I smelled something terrible. You guys smell that? I smelled something really, really, really bad. I'm going to hop down here with these boys. Oh, I smelled something bad, guys. Something's bad's cooking. Little push. Not much of a push. Oh, this is messy. Leave space, leave space, leave space, leave space. Woof! Woof! Woof, woof! Kind of get out. Vamos. I'm really working for it. These GT3 races, guys, you are always working for it. But I like the fact that this is such a high-speed track, because there's so much that goes on with the draft in on a track like this. Oof. We're still on a 0x. Hopefully I haven't jinxed it there, which means we're going to pick up an off track literally in 5 seconds, but oof. We're sticking with them, guys. We're sticking with them. This is fun. This is really fun. If you guys haven't come out here, get out here and look at this guy's livery. Wow. That's a really cool kind of camo he has going on. Uh-oh, we've kind of overshot it. Let's just keep the car nice and smooth and happy. There we go. I need him to use his draft to catch up to the car ahead. I'm sure he can do it. That guy, P9, Eduardo Ruggiero, cool name. Fucking awesome name. He's going to sail off into the distance, I think, once we get back into the technical section. But I don't think we're going into the technical section. I think we are going straight back into the fast. Yes, we're going back into the banking. Nice. This pack's going to bunch up real quick. Real quick. If you're enjoying the video, guys, don't forget to go down and smack that like button like it owes you a tent, because it's a free and easy way to support the channel. Now, as we're on the straight, we can get back talking about stuff. The 32s are going quite well. It's a bit of a gamble because I've never had 32s like on a rig before. Obviously, if I had them, I wouldn't need them. But, you know, I went from 27-inch 1080p triples to 32-inch 1440p triples, and it's an absolute game changer. What's very interesting is there's so many people online that always say like, oh, the pixels per inch on 32-inch is going to be horrific. You'll be able to count the pixels with your thumb. That's not the case at all. Not at all. Like, those are what the tech reviewers say when, you know, it's their job to pick out the little nitpicky things. I've been so happy with it. What I did was, when I was looking up reviews for monitors, I went to go look up 32-inch 1440p monitors. I watched reviews from real people, reviews with, like, you know, 10k views and all that sort of stuff. People were happy with it. Those normal people, super happy. All the huge tech reviewers, they're like, if you're not going 8k, you know, what is this, 2012 and all this? It's just a little bit much for me. So yeah, no, the 32s 1440p went excellent. Really went down a treat. Let's go. Close that door. Close that door. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Close that door. Close that door. I'm in. I was in, but whatever. But yeah, what a difference. The cars are physically bigger. So even with 27 inches, I found that, like, even if I got my FOV right and all, for some reason the cars still looked small. Now, they're not as big as if they were like on a 50-inch monitor, a 55-inch screen, for example, but they're much bigger physically. The cars are more imposing, which helps for the immersion. 1440p means I can't see any pixels. I just can't. I operate these at like 70 centimeters away, and I don't see any issue with the pixels. The ones I went for, the Gigabyte GC, blah, 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 the contrast is really nice. So the blacks are super black. I thought I had good monitors before. They were MSI gaming monitors, but these are just gorgeous. Like really, 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 really nice. Big fan of them. Oh, we're going to have to pay for this one. But yeah, so far, no real regrets at all. With the curved screen, if you have other lights on in the room, it'll kind of bounce the light back to you in a weird way. But once all light sources behind you are off, it seems to be perfect. And for editing video and essays and writing and copy and all that kind of other work stuff you can do on a computer, really makes a big difference. Really makes a big difference having just a bigger screen. Obviously, when you go up in resolution, the UI gets smaller, but you've more space for stuff, so it's really cool. Lining them up is groovy. That was a bit annoying, but setting up the FOV was no problem. It was just like flat screens. I thought it was going to be an issue. Wasn't an issue at all. So that was pretty interesting too, that there was no issue there. They came with DisplayPort cables, which was nice. But yeah, so that's I've been getting a lot of questions about it, and I'm going to do a dedicated video of like a raw feedback video. But I just thought I'd talk about them. It'd be silly not to. Because I thought maybe 32s would be too big. Absolutely not. You know, having a race car simulator, if you have the space, you know, having an actual rig and a wheel and pedals, it's a fairly all-out thing to do. And it's quite easy to find good deals on 32 monitor screens, so 32-inch screens, sorry. So, yeah, I thought, fuck it, why not? This guy's actually going for a move on my outside. That's going to be a disaster. Whoa. This is messy. But we like messy. We like tight. We like tears, but not ours. We're sensitive creatures like that, you know? Come on, stop the car, stop the car. Let's turn in, let's turn in. Oh, we are going to be open for the switchback here, but someone's fighting back there, which means we're safe. They both got a little angry. They said, you know what? Let's sort this out in the sand. Let's build a sand castle. Problem is, when they got out there, that's not sand. Those are gravels. Stones. About that big, guys. Do you want to know something ridiculous? I always thought the gravel traps were kind of like sandy because look, you know, in simulators they're portrayed as dust. When you watch a race, there's a lot of dust. But I was at a Circuit de Catalonia in Barcelona before, and I went out on the track after the F1 race, and I went into the gravel trap. Man, they're like garden stones. They're huge. They're absolutely massive. And I know it sounds obvious. It makes sense. But it's just like a sea, a complete sea of stones, all smoothed down stones about that big, proper large. I brought a few of them home. I'm a sentimental guy like that, you know what I mean? The stones had a bit of woo to them. I picked up some of the rubber off of the track after the Grand Prix. It's so warm you can just pick it up like chewing gum. And then when it dries, it goes into like a brittle rubber-ish. Like, there was ever such thing as dead rubber. It's that stuff. So yeah, that was kind of cool, picking up some marbles. I know, I watched some guy though, he got a bit of carbon fiber off the track in a Formula 2 race going down into turn 1 in Spain. There was like a collision. And I remember I was sitting up at turn 1. We were all looking up at turn 1, just being like, yo, I see the bit of carbon. We want that. And when we got to go out in the track to run down to the podium, some of us turned right, some of us turned left. And I like quickly turned left, and this dude, he just, you ever see someone run and it's like they throw their legs out in front and they're like running like this. So I was like, right, brother knows where he's going. There's no point doing that. You got people ripping down the DRS signs and stuff. I just ran down and looked at the podium, which was kind of fun, kind of cool. But yeah, There's enough marbles though for everyone. That's the cool part about it. Loads of rubber. Right, anyway, P11, we've gained 15 I ratings so far, which is neat. 0x so far, which is excelente. And even though this is a 3.1k SOF and it is the top split, we've come back in, I'm gonna say a top 10. I'm gonna round it up to a top 10. Coming in P11, that was pretty slick. Is this the checkered, or do we have to do more of a lap? We got a little bit more to go, guys. We got a little bit more to go. Hopefully these guys do a bit of fighting up here and we can just slip on by, as they say. Oh, there's our guys building sandcastles. That's the tracks they left. Load of debris they left on tracks. See, stones, guys, stones. And what's crazy is that when you think F1 drivers drive through the gravel and then they kick up stones in the air, could you imagine driving? Could you imagine driving at like 200k into one of those pebbles that's traveling 0k? It's like a difference of 200. Imagine how hard that hits you in the helmet. Like proper, like, you know, like that's pretty lit. The guys back there seem to be doing a lot of scrapping, but we've managed to hold them off just fine. We're in the last few corners now. I believe it's just the Ascari chicane. And then we're going to come around the last bend, which will start us onto the last bit. I don't think anyone's going to catch us here though, guys. We've gained 6 places so far. We've just got to crystallize this result. Start braking at the path, slow lift in. Excellent. Excellent, boys, excellent. These guys are fighting going into the Parabolica. Let's keep a close eye on them. They look clean, they look clean. Let's bring it on home. Let's bring it on home, guys. Make sure to check out the Discord, top link in the description if you're interested in checking out the GT3 League that we're going to be doing. All skills welcome, but obviously enough skill that you can keep yourself and others safe out on track. And there will be prizes. It'll be starting not this Thursday, next Thursday, so check into that if you're interested, and I'd love to see you all there. It's a first come, first serve basis. Obviously, we're prioritizing the boys in the Discord already, so there will be a few sign-ups done already, but do check it out if you are interested in such an event. So I'll see you there. And guys, P11. Vamos!